Hello and welcome to another update video about QNT. QNT is still pushing higher here. Another good day at the moment. Yeah, at the moment, green candles. We've seen the last few days to be quite successful for QNT. However, is this the real breakout or is it just another, let's say, corrective rally? With the limited structure that we have in this move, that is basically impossible to say. However, the first deeper pullback will tell the truth. At the moment, I cannot even give you support for a pullback because we haven't even got a top in place. So for anybody who's really trading this short term, I mean, I would recommend just to pull a trend line up here. And as soon as this trend line breaks, it might be the first deeper pullback. That's a very crude way of doing it, but it's best we have with this limited price structure here. At some point, I would expect this wave one to be finished. Obvious resistances here are around $112. Okay, so it's a bit of a range here, around about 112, and then obviously here between 118 and $120. This could be where this wave one might complete, and then the pullback will give us evidence. If the market can, if the bulls can actually make sure that we only come back in three waves in a three-wave move, that would set the stage for a third wave rally higher. Important to understand that basically all it needs would be another wave 4 and 5. So adding a really an unreliable micro count to this, we probably had here a small wave 1. This was a wave 2. This here would be a 3, then a 4 and a 5. But this is nothing that's really predictive. It just shows you how we would like to see this play out in wave 1. Basically, we need another healthy wave 4. And just a bit of a consolidation. Now again, the break of the trend line is just the first signal, so it could mean that it just forms a wave 4. Yeah? So I can only tell you at the moment it still needs a wave 4 based on what I can see. Altcoin charts, you know, on the smaller time frames, they're just not, you just can't do micro counting, okay? But this is what we can see, that so far it's only a 3-wave move. It needs a 4, it needs a 5. Therefore, support for me for trend continuation is the 50% retracement level at $97. It needs to push higher against $97. So that's basically the 50% retracement, which means any pullback, any visible pullback really that you see that holds, however, above $97 could lead to continuation in wave 5. And then we have 5 waves up, and then I can give you support for wave 2. So we've got $97, basically $100 and $103.60 as key support levels, micro support levels for continuation higher. Is there any level that we can watch really? See, it's difficult to say where this smaller degree wave 1 should finish. I mean, I already gave you resistances. But what we can do is to go to the larger time frame QNT count. Long term, basically. Here we see it better. And I think I gave you in the previous video my idea of where this yellow wave one, which is basically 1 wave degree higher, should finish if this is successful, this breakout. So we would have at the very least the expectation that yellow wave 1 should reach $160, possibly $245. So all I want to indicate is really these are the next few levels to watch, looking at the bigger picture, and also they do align with structural resistance levels here, the high that was made in January as well as the high that was made in October. And let's see if the smaller wave degree fills in. 5 waves basically need to complete. I mean, this could still stretch a bit higher. It really depends on when we start to see the first 1-2 form here. What I don't want to see, and that's a warning, is if the price in yellow wave 1 there goes above 328. While that might seem bullish, it would rather actually be bearish because it would look like a larger corrective structure here. And then we have a larger ABC, which might push to new all-time highs, but it would look very messy overall and will then lead to new lows afterwards with a high likelihood. But anyway, that is too far away maybe. First of all, we focus on higher on the smaller time frame. As indicated, we watch and wait to see if a first small wave 1 fills in, it needs a wave 4 for that and a wave 5, and then I can indicate bullish support for a larger setback. I would find it quite likely, and it would be ideal to get that wave 2 pullback before breaking above this larger red resistance zone. Yeah, that's my update about QNT. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.